a few years ago, this was just grass, and I just sheet mulched on top of it, planted my 6 trees and some of these fruiting shrubs, and it doesn't look like that much your first year, but eventually it starts to look like this, and it becomes a place where in a month I'll be able to lie down in here and no one will be able to find me. I'll just be among the bees and the butterflies and a whole bunch of different kinds of food. It's so exciting. So this is my cherry tree, one of my cherry trees. It's never been happy in this location. It may not get enough sun, but I think it's mainly that this used to be where we had bonfires, and so I think maybe the soil is kind of toxic and there's some gravel in the soil, and you can just see it's kind of droopy. And I'll show you in a minute my other cherry tree that's it's in a much better space and it's gorgeous and way bigger. But over here you can see another cherry tree. That was the same size when it was planted, but because the soil is nicer down here, it's full sun, it's a gorgeous cherry tree. So that's the nice one. And that's the sad one. This cherry still gives me cherries. And what I wanted to show you today, the most interesting thing about all this gardening stuff, is when trees are upset for any reason, like fertility or water or because they're planted on top of an old bonfire, the aphids are there not because they're flying around eating everything in sight. They are eating this tree because it's unhealthy. So it's kind of the opposite of what we often think. But what some people would do is come and try to kill the aphids. I know they're really just a symptom of the unhealthy tree, and they're really not causing all that much problem, probably. It's more that the tree is sick already. So I'm just letting them be there. But what I wanted to show you, if I can find one, is I have little ladybug larvae hanging out in here, and it will go around and eat aphids for me. So that's one reason why I don't want to go spraying something onto this plant, even if it's like a homemade garlic mixture, which occasionally is useful, but you're often spraying the predators of your pests as well. So this little larva will eat the aphids, and then when it becomes a ladybug, it will eat them as well. He's eating an aphid. There we go. Very nice. Thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Lady Beetle. Send me a bill.